When the police stormed into the grand mansion of billionaire Armin Shah, everyone in the house froze, everyone except Maria, the quiet maid who had always moved through the halls like a shadow. Armin had been accused of a massive financial scandal, a crime he swore he never committed, but the world didn't wait for truth. Within minutes, he was handcuffed and dragged away, leaving behind a crying 6-month-old baby, Ayan, who knew nothing except that the arms that held him every night were suddenly gone. The mansion, once full of light and life, now felt cold, empty, and dangerous. For Maria, Ayan wasn't just the millionaire's son, he was the little life she had cared for since the day he opened his eyes. When the police took Armin away, she saw fear in his eyes, fear not for himself but for his baby. His last words echoed in her ears, "Maria, please, keep him safe." As soon as the police cars left, distant relatives and greedy board members started arriving like vultures. They didn't care about Ayan, they only cared about Armin's assets, the company shares, and who would control the empire now that he was behind bars. In the middle of the chaos, Maria saw a group of men whispering about sending the baby to an orphanage temporarily until the family situation stabilized, but she knew exactly what that meant. Ayan would be lost in the system, forgotten, and used as a pawn in the power game. Maria's heart raced. She wasn't rich, she wasn't powerful, but she had what none of them had, the courage to protect a life that depended on her. She quietly packed a small bag, took Ayan in her arms, and slipped out the back door before anyone noticed. Her hands shook, her eyes filled with tears, yet her steps were firm. She didn't know where she would go, but she knew she had to get him far away from the mansion before someone tried to snatch him. Maria ended up in her tiny rented room in an old neighborhood far away from the elite world she worked in. The room had cracked walls and a leaky ceiling, but it was filled with warmth, a feeling she prayed Ayan would always remember. She fed him milk, wrapped him in a blanket, and watched him fall asleep in her lap, unaware that his life had just changed forever. She whispered back Armin's words, "I'll keep you safe, little one. I promise." Every night, she stayed awake, worried someone might find them. Every day she wondered how she, a simple maid, would protect a millionaire's child while the world hunted for both of them. But she wasn't backing down. Meanwhile, in jail, Armin was living a nightmare. He was innocent, but nobody believed him. The only thought keeping him alive was the hope that his baby was safe. One day, during visitation time, his lawyer whispered, "Ayan is missing. The relatives are fighting over control. No one knows where the maid took him." For a moment, Armin's world shattered, but then he remembered Maria's eyes, full of honesty and courage. He closed his eyes and prayed that she had done the one thing he begged for, protect Ayan at any cost. Days turned into weeks. Maria took small cleaning jobs to earn money while keeping Ayan hidden. But as rumors spread and search parties expanded, she realized she couldn't hide forever. If she wanted to save the baby truly, she needed to save the father first. With trembling determination, she gathered every document she had seen while cleaning the study, papers Armin once left on his desk about suspicious board members, forged signatures, and transactions he had been framed for. Maria marched straight into the lawyer's office and revealed everything she had secretly witnessed. The lawyer was shocked. This quiet maid had just brought the missing piece of the puzzle. Within days, the truth unfolded. Armin's own business partners had orchestrated the scam to overthrow him. Thanks to Maria's bravery, the court ordered a reinvestigation, and Armin was soon released. When he stepped out of jail, exhausted and broken, he saw Maria standing there with Ayan in her arms. The moment he held his son again, he broke down, thanking her over and over as tears streamed down his face. Maria saved not just the baby, but an entire family, and Armin never forgot it.